So in this video, we will style the form that we created earlier in the other video. We will change the color for the header. We're going to make it bold. Those labels, we'll make them bold. We may create a border for the submit button. So to style this form, we will use CSS. We can use the HTML, but it is a lot of work to do that. CSS, the whole point for the CSS is to make easy for us to style multiple pages of HTML at the same time. So the first thing that we need to do here, we have a file that is for the CSS that's open for us. It's empty right now. There's no code, but we're going to write the code in a minute. The first thing that we need to do is we need to link the two files. So the CSS file that's empty here, we need to link this file to the HTML file, which is right here. And this is the code that we wrote when we were creating the this form. So let's link it. So to link the two files, it is a lot easier. What we need to do is that we need to put a link tag here. Basically say link, and then the name that goes here will be this name right here. So this name says form.css. We're going to put here form.css. All right, so the two forms are linked, the two files are linked together right now. To check that, let's start changing the color for the header. So now it's black, let's make it red. So we're going to write a code here and say H1, because that's the header, is H1. The color, change the color to red. So if we save that and we come back here and refresh it, this becomes red because it is linked right now. So it becomes red. The second thing that we could do right now is that we will make bold all of those labels. This is called label. So we're going to make all the labels bold because when we used to here, if you go to the file here, this is called label. So all of those labels right here, we'll make them bold. So we're going to say label. Label, we're going to say font weight bold. So let's see here. So all the labels, first name, last name, male, female, all of these are bold right now. The other thing we could do is that we can make this button right here, we can make borders and make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to say button. This button, we're going to say border, maybe 2 pixels. Solid, let's say blue color. So if we see that, if we refresh it, we have that little blue button right border right here. We can make it a little bit bigger and make it here 5 pixels to make it more visible. So we have that little border on top. We can, instead of a solid, we can make it broken. Or maybe dashed. I think that's what we use dash. Dashed. It could be dashed. So we're going to make it dash. I think the solid one is better. I'm going to keep it solid. Okay. So that's what we have it now. The other thing we could do, we can change the background for the whole body. The body is white right now. We can make the background, the body for the whole file, we can make it yellow. I'm going to say background color yellow. It's really ugly, but it's going to look like this. So we make it yellow. The whole background became yellow. Okay. When we could do this, we can also we can put a border. We can put a border around only the form. So what we could do is that we can go to the HTML and wrap around the whole file with a div. So that div right here that's wrapped around right here, we're going to use that div and then create a border. So we're going to say div, create a border. So we're going to say border, maybe 4 pixels, solid, maybe we can say dashed. Let's say gray. So we're going to have when we refresh it, we're going to have a line that goes around where the form is, right here. So we get that little dash around here. You don't use this one in real life, but it just gives you an idea of how you can make a lot of changes for a form by using CSS. You can style the HTML file a lot easier when we are using CSS versus when you are using the HTML file itself to style all the elements that you have in the file. Okay, so this is how you style, how you use CSS to style HTML files. Okay, all right. So hopefully that helps. Thank you so much. Bye bye.